Yo, what up, everybody? It's late. What time is it? It's 5 minutes to midnight. So it's kind of late, but everybody in quarantine, so the majority of y'all ain't got shit to do in the morning anyway. So we up late. Kind of wanted to drink. Maybe I'll drink. Uh, we're going into part 4 of this series that I've been doing. Again, I'm literally watching these battles throughout the day and then just writing them down. The ones I thought that's good. There are a few that I'm watching that I haven't put on this on the list that I put out. 'Cause either I thought they were just okay, or I didn't think you guys would be interested. Um, the last few days I've been watching a little bit more of the UK stuff, a little more of the female stuff, and I know some of these things you guys aren't too interested in. So again, I try to make sense of these lists. Some of them are. Even some of the ones I put on the list you guys might not like or even care for, and that's fine too. But this is my list, so it is what it is. We up to number 4, so that means the 2 of the last 3 lists I gave y'all had 10 battles, and then yesterday or the day before, the one that I dropped, we had 10, and as the live went on, we ended up adding another one, which was Bender versus Sketch Menace. So go check those out. Go check those out. Also, in the description, I'm gonna have a link to Harlem's own Grease B. He just dropped his latest album. And he just put out. I think he dropped the album, I think a week ago, and he just put out the first singles video. When he put that out, I think Friday or Saturday. So you guys rock with me. I'm just asking you guys to check it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you're interested in more, you will see that video is on his page. You can subscribe to his channel. He has a video up there on which that I directed. I think that was off his last album. And on my other YouTube channel, I have a bunch of interviews I did with him. So anyway, salute to Grease B. Congratulations on another album. I have not gone through the whole album. I only listened to maybe 3 or 4 tracks. I like them all. But that's really because I just was watching a bunch of battle rap, so I didn't really hone in on the album. But I will. I've been that single he just put out. I right before I came on now. I was sitting here eating dinner, late dinner, and I was listening to the track. So I thought it was dope. Hopefully you guys check it out. Link is in the description as soon as I finish with this live. All right, y'all. So let's get into this list. Okay, I'm getting an alert saying that DME is live. Yeah, he would do that, right? He would go live when I'm going live. All right, let's get into this list, man. So, quarantine. Hopefully, you guys are respecting the rules of quarantine. I just seen, matter of fact, Biratella just tagged me in a damn video of the LA mayor encouraging people to snitch, usually straight up using them words. So normally snitches get stitches. In this situation, snitches get rewards. He's really saying that shit on TV. All right, anyway, let's get into this list. And again, I tried to give you guys a well-rounded list. It's not too much about one thing, one particular style or anything like that. I tried to give you guys a nice mixture. Let's start off with the first battle I watched today, which was Loso versus Xcel. Now, this was, I believe, I'm not 100%. I believe this was my first introduction to Loso. Loso is absolutely amazing. I have to be honest. I think after that whole tweet that he put out about the Rhyme Zone website thing, whether people took it as a joke or didn't, most people took it serious. I don't know how he meant it. But ever since that, I feel like people stopped talking about Loso the way it was. It seemed like his trajectory was going straight up, and I feel like after that tweet, I think it has hurt. I know people who were interested in watching Loso battles who after that have, when I mention a Loso battle now, they're kind of like, eh. And they tell me that's the reason why. So that's the only reason why I bring it up. I don't believe it. I thought he was joking. But either way, Loso's so talented, man. Pimp vs. Xcel was absolutely phenomenal for both of them. Okay, but we already knew about Xcel. For most of us, not everybody, but for most of us, this was our intro to Loso. Of course, I tried to give you guys 2 battles from each person that I selected for this list. And on this one, we're gonna go Loso Xcel, which is a fire battle. Can't miss on that battle. And then Loso versus Bad News. Now let me tell you something about Loso versus Bad News. At the moment, the both of them were just pause, but they were the hottest out, especially on bullpen, and they were giving that bullpen a buzz. Yes, they were. They were both giving bullpen a buzz at that time. John, of course, being I don't know if he's hand selected these guys, but I know he was pushing these guys. Um, and it just worked out for everybody because these guys are hell of talented. All right, maybe I shouldn't be using that word with Loso, but you get the point. This battle, if I'm not mistaken, this battle was the judge battle. And somebody put up, I want to say it was $500. I don't remember because I skipped that part this time. Like I watched this battle a few times before, but I skipped it this time and went straight towards the bars. I liked there was a lot of intensity in this battle. I liked it. Um, Spoiler alert, but they both had a pocket check in this. How is Loso out here pocket checking people for the Lord? That was crazy. But you gotta watch this battle. You think I'm playing? Go watch the battle. That reason enough for you to go watch the battle. The battle was phenomenal though. 3 round battle. Both those battles are named Loso Xcel and Loso Bad News are both 3 round battles. But since we're talking about Loso, excuse me, since we spoke about Xcel, it's only right that we jump straight into Xcel and give him 2 battles of his own for you guys to watch. Um, I know technically that would be 3 that you watch, but I'm talking about he was on the list. So the 2 battles I picked for Xcel that I think you can't miss watching was my introduction to Xcel, and that's Xcel versus Daylyt. Daylyt was on this run, especially with like he was on this run bringing his name up, but then he was battling a bunch of small leagues and was actually having some dope ass battles besides the antics. Um, you know, I can name a few, but I'm gonna leave that for another blog. But in the mix of that came my introduction to Xcel. This battle happened on the Trap New York. Salute to the Trap. It was a 3 round battle. I felt like Daylyt might have took 2 of these 3 rounds somewhat serious, or just what was it? I think it was the third he took serious. The other ones was like Xcel took all 3 serious, man. Took advantage of the situation, and that's where I remember everybody talking about Xcel. You know, it was just a phenomenal look for Xcel for him to go in there in full attack mode the way he did, introduce himself to the world, taking advantage of the opportunity, which is something everybody should be doing. Um, and then this is one of my personal favorites. Now, this battle happened, I want to say 2 years ago. The battle I'm about to name. And it was coming at a weird time because they both had took a little time off, but it's Xcel versus Oops. And Oops was off for like a year and a half or something like that for the political stuff, right? And salute to him for all of that. Um, but on his return, he battled Xcel. I want to say it was Massacre 3, but I remember it was on King of the Dot. Salute Vidjuel. What's going on, my brother? That snitching shit from LA Mayo was crazy, man. Um, but yeah, back to the battle. Xcel versus Oops was a phenomenal battle. I've heard people say this battle is a classic. I can see how people say that. I can see how people say this battle was a classic. But again, it was on the King of the Dot. I believe it was Massacre 3 that it happened on. And trust me, you go watch that battle, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed at all. So let's move on to the 5th battle on my list. For the 5th battle on my list, we're gonna go over to the ladies. Salute to the ladies, man. So I'm sitting there watching battles, some of the ladies' battles, and there was some okay stuff that I saw, but nothing that I felt should have went on this list. I wanted to give you guys something for someone new. I didn't want to just do the obvious and give you guys someone with a big name. That's easy to do. While there is somebody with a big name on here, that wasn't my goal. I didn't want to just jump out there and just do that. I want to find you a dope performance. I want you guys. I want it to be somebody you may not necessarily know, but it was a dope ass performance, and that's why I have to give y'all the first battle that I'm gonna offer you guys. Unfortunately, both these girl battles are a 1 round battle. That's unfortunate, but you won't be disappointed. At least not in my opinion. And the first battle I'm gonna give you is Miss Miami versus Miss Merck. Excuse me. Now this was a 1 round battle that took place on Queen of the Ring. The problem with this whole, it seemed like, was the whole event, and you could skip Debo's blog in the beginning. I salute Debo because he took responsibility for the quality of the filming. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good. There was just one angle which I was fine with, but here and there looked a little blurry. But put that to the side and just give these ladies their credit. And again, this 1 round battle, Miss Merck versus Miss Miami. The whole battle lasts like maybe 10 minutes. So trust me, guys, this is not, especially if you fast forward Debo's part, which again, I respect her for taking responsibility. But the whole video, I think, is like 13 minutes, if that. But the battle is like 10 minutes, and maybe not even the whole 10 minutes. So that's definitely one to check out. And then staying with the theme, because like I said, for everyone, we're giving to you 2 battles. It's Miss Miami versus E Hart. Now, I actually did a blog on this battle when it happened. This battle, too, is about a year old. It happened on the SIG-U League. It was a 1 round battle. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you watch Miss Miami versus Miss Burke and say, yo, this battle was good, you're going to watch Miss Miami versus E Hart and say, yo, this battle was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Hey, and again, 10 minutes. 10. I think the whole video in general is 10 minutes. So, these are 2 quick battles, 1 round battles. Miss Miami, salute to her. She was good against Miss Merck, great against E Hart. That's the way it's supposed to be. Like stepping up in competition like that. Yeah, you gotta step that up. Yeah, and she did so. So salute to Miss Miami. Also salute to Miss Merck, but definitely salute to E Hart, man. She is. I can't say enough good things. She was on my last list. Can't say enough good things about E Hart. Miss Miami, salute though. You were great. Now that brings me on to 2 battles. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be like, Jay, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, but you see, you click play so you can watch my opinion, right? You can still get in the comment section and give me your opinion on who would you like to see on this list, or suggest a battle for everybody to watch. Why not? But I'm going Ron Compton. Salute to Ron Compton. Ron Compton is one of these guys in battle rap who his name isn't like, you don't mention Ron Compton and everybody knows, unfortunately. But the guy is really, really good. The guy give you dope performances. I don't ever feel like in any battle I've seen of Ron Compton, and I'm not claiming to see all his battles. The guy got like 30 battles. I haven't seen 30 battles. I want to say I've seen like 10 Ron Compton battles. And I never feel cheated. I have to keep it real about that. I never feel cheated. I think the dude is dope. And sometimes I just scratch my bald ass head and wonder how the hell the rest of y'all don't talk about this guy. It's like, yo, this guy is fire right here, especially when you're talking about bars. Ron Compton versus So Severe. Now this happened a few months ago. Happened on King of the Dot. On the, I don't know if it was Town Business 1 or Town Business 2. If you guys know which one it was, feel free to get in the comment section and let us know. Because off the top of my head, I don't remember. But it's part of the Town Business card. He was on the day 2. Him and So Severe had a hell of a showing. And I felt like some people talked about it just for that one day. And then it was like gone. And I'm like, how? And then King of the Dot dropped it on YouTube. And I felt like the same way, like people kind of just like passed it by. And I'm like, yo, this battle was so underrated. This battle was so crazy with So Severe. Salute to So Severe too, man. But Ron Compton, I'm telling you, go watch that battle. You're going to be like, yo, this guy is fire. And then he has a battle that happened way before that. And, well, was it before that? I got to check my info on that. I think it was before that, though. But Ron Compton versus Danny Myers. Danny has this thing of constantly, no matter where he goes, bringing you fire performances. But I always feel like Danny, when it comes to these up and coming guys who are dangerous that people don't really know, I feel like Danny just steps it up even more, and it's just so dope because it's like to see Danny get in the ring with a Pat Stay and then get in the ring with a Ron Compton, and not play with neither one of them and try to kill them both says a lot about Danny. Salute to Danny. But right now we're not talking about Danny. Well, we are, but we not. This is about Ron Compton. And his battle, yo, Danny was phenomenal in this battle, and Ron was right there with him, going at it with him. Boom, 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 boom. And there's some people who feel like Ron won, some people feel like Danny won. You be the judge. Now, full disclosure, the only problem I have with Ron Compton versus Danny Myers, well, I had two problems. Number one was the audio. The audio was They could have did better with the audio. That's a fact. And I was annoyed by that. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good either. But you can get through that battle. And the battle was dope. Now, the second problem I had, Ron, what the fuck was you wearing? Ron, what was you wearing? Like every move you made, your damn book bag was flying all over the place, man. What the hell was that? What was with that shirt? What was with the shirt? Why was the zippers even? What was all of that, man? All right. Salute to Ron Compton, man. The dude is phenomenal, and he's underrated to me. He's definitely underrated. Go check out that battle. Danny Myers versus Ron Compton. You will not be disappointed. Trust me. All right. Which brings me to the last person on this list. Hitman Holla. Now, when it comes to Hitman, if you're looking for the entertainment value, it's a lot of battles, that you can pick. So I watched like 3, and I was like, nah, I want to watch something that people don't really talk about. So I picked one that people have been talking about, and I'll explain why I still picked that one. Then I picked this other one that people really don't talk about, and that's Hitman vs. O-Red. Now, I'm gonna tell you now, you want to skip probably the first 8 to 9 minutes of the video because they had their fake. They put the face off before the battle, so it's this long ass intro. Jack Thriller was definitely annoying as hell, and it took me back to the day when I was watching that pay-per-view, and I hated that Jack Thriller had a fucking mic. He's a funny guy, but he wasn't meant for this. But the reason why I picked this one is because I think people forget how good a performance Hitman gave, and in Jersey, right? And I think that people also forget how good O-Red was. Now, most people feel like Hitman killed O-Red, and I have to be honest, watching it again, and this is probably maybe the third time I've ever watched this battle since it happened, and I have to say, every time I watch it, I feel more and more confident in the stuff that O-Red spit. But I thought Hitman's first round was dope, and the third round, he was kind of confirming the story that Calico said versus O-Red. But he was giving his point of view. And you know, Hitman could be real entertaining when he's telling the story when he battle raps. So I want you guys' opinion on what you thought about O-Red's bars. I did get a battle to Hitman, but you know, I thought the second was okay. I thought they both had a real good showing overall. Was it the most exciting battle overall? No, I felt Jack Thriller took away from it. But besides that, man, go watch the battle. Go watch the battle. Let me know what you think about that. Did people not give O-Red enough respect in that battle for his showing, or was Hitman's performance just that overpowering that you didn't even care about O-Red's part in the battle? Let me know. Get in the comment section. And then the last battle that I'm gonna suggest to you guys is Hitman again, and it's Hitman versus Bill Collector. Now, this was a very entertaining battle. Plus, who would ever thought that Bill Collector could ever make it debatable with Hitman? Yes, he did do it, and a lot of people think Hitman won. I mean, Bill Collector won. A lot of people think Bill Collector won. But Bill Collector and Hitman is a debatable battle. While I was so intrigued about this battle, and what made me say, yo, man, I gotta watch this battle. I watched this battle about 4 times. I watched it on the pay-per-view, so on and so forth. But when I'm watching it again today, it was just like, yo, this dude, Hitman, really had a battle where it's like, all I kept saying was, yo, Man came with some damn bars. Normally, we used to seeing the performance aspect of it, just little things that Hitman does, but you don't automatically think bar heavy when it comes to Hitman. And I thought he showed a different side of him in this battle. Um, was the entertainment factor there? Yes, but I just felt like this was the first time I sat there and said, "Yo, Hitman really came with some crazy bars in a battle. It wasn't something I expected." Um, Again, Bill Collector was phenomenal. So yeah, those are the 10 battles that I'm suggesting to you guys to go watch. Um, I don't know. I have another list I'm working on. I am working on the fifth installment of these quarantine suggested battles. But I don't think I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna chill out. I got some things I want to do, and maybe Wednesday night I'll go live and give you guys the fifth list, so to speak. So let's run down this list real quick before we go. All right. And again, after this live stops, all the links to all these battles will be in the description. Okay. And don't forget to go check out my man Grease B's video. The link will be in the description for that. So again, the list started off as Loso versus Xcel, Loso versus Bad News, two dope ass battles. Xcel versus Daylyt, Xcel versus Oops, two dope ass battles. Miss Miami versus Miss Merck, Miss Miami versus E Hart, two fire one rounders, man. Absolutely dope by Miss Miami. Ron Compton versus So Severe, Ron Compton versus Danny Myers. And then I had Hitman Holla versus O-Red and Hitman Holla versus Bill Collector. Somebody said, I'm sorry, it faded out. I couldn't really see what this says here. Vitrell said, you and DME are both live. You should be joining forces and live together. He don't be wanting to do that, man. He don't want to do that. Harif Kalar says, who's your favorite battle rapper? I don't have a favorite. I don't have. Do I really have a favorite? I don't have a favorite, man. It's almost impossible. Let's say I'll give you five of my favorites. I'm gonna go Cortez, A Board. This is in no order. Cortez, A Board. I'll go Saint Mike. Mm, damn, it's hard. I'm going Saint Mike. I'm going Ilmac. Uh, shit. Who will be the fifth one? Man, that's the fifth one is impossible. It's so hard to just pick. Um, let's go with one of the ladies. Shuni the rapper. So that would be the five I will pick right now. But it's so difficult, man. There's no way for me to just narrow it down to one. Uh, Harif Kalar says doing AMA after live. I don't know what that is. He said you're the only person on the planet that got Cortez as his favorite battle rapper. That's fine. Hey, how can we all like the same things? Think about it. The highest viewed battle right now is probably like 5 million. Let's just say. If we all like the same things, them battles would be way more than that. We would have so many 5 million view battles. It would be crazy. Um, but it's not like that. Listen, there are dope ass battles out here that got 100,000 views that people consider classic. But then you'll have people because they like a popular name or go watch a popular name, have a horrible performance and give that 1 million views. It's ass backwards. So, you know. Anyway, salute to everybody, man. Hope y'all have a good night. Blessings to your families. Please do everything you can to be safe, man. You really got to be safe in these times. This quarantine is not a joke. Please take it serious. Blessings to all your families, man. Prayers up to you all. And, I'll see you guys in the next 2 days or so, all right? Get in the comment section. Make sure if you want to suggest the battle, man. Why not? I'm open to suggestions. I don't mind. All right, so salute. Arif Colossus, salute to you too, man. Peace, y'all.